Once upon a time, in a quiet old town, there lived an elderly woman. No one knew her name or her story. Every morning, she sat on the same bench in the park, silent, thoughtful, watching the world pass by. Children ran past her, young couples laughed, old men played chess. But she remained, still, as if waiting for something or someone. One morning, a teenage girl stormed past with frustration on her face. The woman gently asked, "Carrying something heavy, dear?" The girl stopped, surprised. "Everything sucks. There's nothing to be happy about." The woman smiled, not out of pity, not judgment, just calm. "Would you like to hear a secret?" The girl hesitated, then sat down. Curiosity overpowered her mood. The woman said, "I used to think happiness came from something big. Success, love, some huge life moment. But those moments, they came and went, and I always felt empty again." The girl listened. One day, everything changed. Not because of something grand, but because of a small yellow flower. "A flower?" The girl raised an eyebrow. The woman chuckled. "Yes, it grew from a crack in my window's wall. At first I ignored it, but every day I watched it. And something shifted. That flower didn't do anything. It just existed, breathing light, turning toward the sun. And I realized, happiness is in simply being." Silence fell between them. The girl noticed the crunch of leaves, a bird's call in the trees. For a moment, the world softened. The woman said, "You're searching for happiness, but it's waiting for you to slow down. To be quiet enough to find it. Like that flower. I would have missed it if I was rushing." The girl looked up. "So, what should I do?" "Each day," the woman said, "pause. Not for your phone, not to escape, not to plan. Just pause. Breathe. Feel the air. Notice the color of light. That's where happiness lives." The girl stood up. "Can I come back tomorrow?" "If you want," said the woman. "I'll be here. But happiness, it's always with you." The next day, the girl returned, with a small notebook. They sat in silence. Nothing was said. Everything was felt. Days passed. Their bond deepened. But one day, the woman didn't come. The next day, the bench was still empty. On the third day, a small envelope sat where she used to sit. "If you're reading this, I'm no longer here. But don't be sad. I found my joy, not in owning, not in being with someone, but in seeing, in being, in listening. Now it's your turn. Teach someone else." Tears filled the girl's eyes, but she smiled. Because for the first time, sadness and peace sat side by side in her heart. And that same day, she planted a single yellow flower beside the bench.